All right, now let's look at this question. So we need to avoid to reduce legal exposure here. What action should we take? Option is contact the data owners before using the trained model to inform them about the intended usage. Early communication helps clarify usage rights and avoids future disputes. Hence incorrect. Let's move to option B. If you want the PDF version of this course, please enroll in Diamond membership or above by clicking the join button now. Then connect and inbox me on LinkedIn at the rate of Cloud Guru Amit or Instagram at the rate of Amit Physique. I'll be glad to help you out with the PDF or hands-on files for this course. B says use original data that you created yourself and assign a license of your choice. Original data gives full control over licensing and usage. Therefore, wrong answer. Let's move to option C. C says use datasets that are clearly marked with open licenses and follow the stated statements. Open licenses or open license dataset reduce legal uncertainty when terms are followed. We'll delete this. Let's move to the last option. It says contact the data owners after the trained model has already been used to inform them. Notifying data owners after usage increases legal exposure and doesn't ensure license compliance. So that being said, option D is the right answer. Alright, this question will test your concepts on multi-step LLM based workflow. We need to choose the best library. Option A says Pandas. Pandas handles tabular data but doesn't support LLM chaining, what's required by the question. Therefore, wrong answer. Let's move to option B. B says TensorFlow. TensorFlow focuses on model training, not workflow construction. Wrong answer. Option C says PySpark. PySpark enables distributed computing, not LLM workflow design. Wrong choice. Option D says LangChain. LangChain supports chaining logic, tool usage, and prompt management for LLM based workflows. We'll lock option D as the right answer. Let's bring the heat to the snow. So this is all about arranging in the correct sequence. So if we look at option A, evolution must follow response generation, not precede deployment. Hence incorrect. Option B, if we look, this sequence reflects the full RAG pipeline from ingestion to deployment with retrieval and generation in the right order. Let's keep it. Option C, if we look, so this skips retrieval and generation steps like what we had in option B, right? So therefore, making the pipeline incomplete in option C. C is invalid. Option D, if we look, accepting queries before document ingestion breaks the retrieval flow. Therefore, wrong choice. We'll lock option B as the right answer. Okay, now let's look at this question. Option A says restrict the number of infrastructure documents available for retrieval. Reducing document access lowers retrieval quality and weakens relevance. It's incorrect. Option B says choose a smaller LLM that is tuned for IT domain. Smaller domain tuned LLM reduces cost while improving IT specific quality. Looks good, we can keep it for now. Option C, if we look, limit how many queries employees can send each day. Query limits reduce usage but doesn't improve system quality. Wrong choice. Option D says use the largest LLM available to improve performance across general queries. Larger LLM increase cost without ensuring domain relevance. We'll delete this. We'll lock option B as the right answer. Alright, now let's look at this question. Option A, if we look, so this option doubles the chunk size. and increases model weight unnecessarily. Therefore, wrong answer. Now let's move to option B. Option B, if you look, a larger context and model size will raise latency and cost, which we don't want, because as per the question, we need the cost in check, right? Option B is wrong. Let's move to option C. Option C, if you look, high context and embedding inflate resource usage without benefit for short chunks. We'll delete this. Option D, we are left out. It matches the chunk size and minimizes compute load for latency sensitive cost aware deployment. So we'll lock option D as the right answer. All right. We got a brainstorming question this time, which is about inflammatory outputs due to problematic upstream content. Option E says increase how often upstream content is refreshed to keep the data current. Refreshing data doesn't remove harmful content already present. Hence incorrect. Let's move to option B. B says explain to users how the RAG system is expected to behave. Informing users doesn't prevent offensive output from being generated. Therefore, wrong answer. We'll move to now option C. C says restrict access to the data sources, so only a few users can interact with them. Limiting access doesn't fix the quality of the underlying data. We'll delete this. We are left out with option D. It says manually review and curate upstream content before feeding it into the RAG pipeline. Manual curation removes harmful or offensive material before it influences generated responses. Looks good. We'll lock option D as the right answer. Alright, now we got to choose a feature this time. As per the question, we need to monitor incoming requests and outgoing responses. Option E says vector search. Vector search handles retrieval, not request response logging. Hence incorrect. Option B says lake view. Lake view visualizes matrix but doesn't store raw inference logs. Wrong answer. Option C says DBS or DB-SQL. DB-SQL queries structured data but doesn't track model serving traffic. Wrong answer. Option D says inference tables. Inference tables capture request and response logs without requiring external logging services. We'll lock option D as the right answer. Okay, now let's look at this. So as per the question, we must deliver real-time updates and generate live game summaries using the latest scores and match events. Option E says Databricks IQ. Databricks IQ helps with model insights but doesn't stream live data. Wrong answer. Option B, if you look, says Foundation Model API. Foundation Model APIs generate output but doesn't supply real-time features. Wrong answer. Let's move to option C. C says feature serving. Feature serving delivers real-time inputs that allow the LLM to generate up-to-date game analysis. Looks good. That's what is required, right? Latest scores and match events. Option D says AutoML. AutoML supports training workflows, not live data delivery. We'll delete this. We'll lock option C, feature serving, as the right answer. Alrighty, here we go with a brainstorming question. Option A says, or option A, if you look, embedding project scope limits retrieval flexibility when matching against multiple employee profiles. Incorrect. Let's move to option B now. If we look at option B, matching keywords lacks semantic depth and misses nuanced profile scope alignment. Wrong answer. We'll move to now option C. Option C, if we look, scoring logic adds complexity and may not scale well for large profile sets. Wrong answer. We are left out with one option now. So option D, if you look, this approach enables semantic matching of unstructured profiles with scoped project needs while respecting availability. That being said, option D is the right answer. Alrighty, now let's look at this. This is all about tracking customer service. Option A is volume of customer queries handled per time unit. The number of customer inquiries handled per minute highlights how well the LLM system assists in live customer service. Let's keep it. Option B says energy consumed per model inference. Energy usage doesn't reflect customer facing performance. Wrong answer. Option C says final perplexity score from model training phase. Training perplexity doesn't or isn't relevant once the model is deployed. Wrong answer. Option D says leaderboard ranking of the base LLM on Hugging Face. Leaderboard scores doesn't measure production level responsiveness. Wrong choice. We'll lock option A as the right answer. If you want the PDF version of this course, please enroll in Diamond membership or above by clicking the join button now. Then connect and inbox me on LinkedIn at the rate of Cloud Guru Amit or Instagram at the rate of Amit Physique. I'll be glad to help you out with the PDF or hands-on files for this course. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in our next part.